Good day. It is August the 12th. I had the wrong Proverbs pulled up. I had 11th still on instead of 12th. August the 12th. Today we're going to start Nehemiah 1, do the first 3 verses, and Proverbs 12. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, complaints, suggestions, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. We begin Nehemiah 1, starting at verse 1. The words of Nehemiah, the son of Hak-aliach. It came to pass in the month of Kislev, in the 20th year, as I was in Shushan the citadel. 2. Yes, the same Shushan that's in the book of Esther. 2. The Hanani, one of my brethren, came to me from Judah, and I asked them concerning the Jews who had escaped, who had survived the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. 3. And they said to me, the survivors who are left from the captivity in the province are there in great distress and reproach. The wall of Jerusalem is also broken down, and its gates are burned with fire. Nehemiah 1 and 1. As I said, Nehemiah is pretty much a continuation of Ezra. So let's start. The word of Nehemiah, the son of Hak-aliach, it came to pass in the month of Kislev, in the 20th year, as I was in Shushan the citadel. It's like a continuation of Ezra. Evil tidings have been coming from Jerusalem. We'll find that in the next few verses. They said the month of Kislev. They took the month names from Babylon. Originally, the Jewish people, the Hebrew people, did not name the months. And this Shushan is the same one that's in Esther, and it was a former capital of the kingdom of Elam. It was brought to ruin. Verse 2. The Hanani, one of my brethren, came with men from Judah, and I asked him concerning the Jews who had escaped, who had survived the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. It was an anxious inquiry. He wants to know what's going on there. And his brethren, probably not a brother, though some translations do brother. And 3. And he said to me, and they said to me, because remember, he came with some men, the survivors who are left from the captivity in the province are in great distress and reproach. The walls of Jerusalem is also broken down, and the gates are burned with fire. The walls are burnt down of the city, but the part of the temple is being rebuilt. The walls will give the city a base for resistance, and as of yet, they're not been rebuilt, and the gates have not been rebuilt. Proverbs 12. Whoso loveth knowledge loveth correction, but he that is brutish hateth reproof. If you accept correction, you will learn. 2. A good man shall obtain favor of Yahweh, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. 3. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of righteousness shall never be moved. The righteous will hang on to their place. They will not be moved. 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that does shamefully is rottenness to his bones. 3. The thoughts of the righteous are right, and the counsels of the wicked are deceit. 3. 6. The words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. 7. The wicked are overthrown and are not. The house of the righteous shall stand. 8. A man shall be commended according to his intelligence. In other words, you're only held responsible for what you're able to comprehend. But he that is distorted understanding shall be despised. But if you twist it, that's not good. 9. Better is he that is lightly esteemed and has a servant, than he that playeth the man of rank and lacketh bread. It doesn't matter what people think of you. Braggarts often have nothing. 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. 11. He that tilleth his ground shall have plenty of bread, but he that followeth after vain things is void of understanding. Yeah, the get poor quick schemes really work to get you poor. 12. The wicked desireth the prey of evil men, but the root of the righteous yields fruit. 13. In the transgression of the lips is a snare to the evil man, but the righteous cometh out of trouble. 14. A man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth. As you speak, so you shall receive. And the doings of a man's hand shall be rendered unto him. And as you work, so you shall receive. 15. The way of a fool is straight in his own eyes. In other words, he don't see he's doing anything wrong. But he that is wise hearkeneth unto counsel. If you're wise, you listen to what people are telling you you're wrong and figure out how accurate that is. 16. A fool's vexation is presently known, but a prudent man concealeth shame. 17. He that breatheth forth truth uttereth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. 18. There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. 20. Deceit is in the heart of them that devise evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. 21. There shall be no mischief befall the righteous, but the wicked are filled with evil. 22. Lying lips are an abomination to Yahweh, but they that deal truly are his delight. God hates lies. 23. A prudent man concealeth knowledge. The heart of a fool proclaimeth foolishness. 24. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. 25. Care in the heart of a man boweth it down, but a good word maketh it glad. 26. The righteous is guided by his friend, but the way of the wicked leadeth him astray. 27. The slothful man shall not hunt his prey. In other words, he shall not go up and get his food. But the precious substance of a man is to be diligent. 28. In the way of righteousness is life. Righteousness is life. Righteousness is right standing before God. And the pathway thereof there is no death. When you are in God's path, you shall not die. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I.